Hello guys, today I'm making air fried salmon, crispy roast potatoes in the air fryer, and a quick coleslaw that we're gonna upgrade to make it taste homemade. This is a realistic, easy, and a perfect meal for those busy weeknights. First of all, we're gonna start by prepping the salmon because that cooks quickly. I've got my salmon fillets with skin on, removed scales from the skin, washed and petted dry. Petting them dry helps the seasoning stick better and it just gives a nicer texture when you cook. For seasoning, keeping things simple, some salt, some black pepper, and paprika. Now, salmon has a lot of flavor in it, so you don't need a lot of seasoning on salmon, just a little bit to enhance it. Season it evenly and just ensure, yes, it's seasoned lightly but evenly so every bite has flavor. Now, if you're looking for a full dinner that's simple and balanced and doesn't keep you in the kitchen all evening, this is the one of the dinners to go with. Works every time, 30 minutes, and you are done. So you can see I've evenly seasoned my salmon fillets, and I'm gonna go in with a bit of fry light, just a little because it's already quite oily. It just helps it cook nicely in the air fryer. So just some air fry light for the salmon because it's already quite oily and it goes into the air fryer basket. So I'm using one basket for the salmon and the other basket I'm going to use for the potatoes. Again, fry light is a pantry staple in this household because it just so works so well in the air fryer. I've got my air fryer lining, bit of fry light at the bottom so the salmon doesn't stick, and in go my fillets, and we're gonna cook these for 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius. The nice thing about using air fryer is that everything is already pre-programmed on this air fryer. I've got a fish setting and it says 10 minutes. No flipping, no babysitting. You set it and you cook. You know your food is not going to burn. It's just going to cook and stop once it's done. That's why I love the air fryer. It takes out the stress. Next up, moving on to the potatoes. So today I'm using just some regular potatoes that have been peeled, washed, and cut into cubes. I like them chunky, not too small, because I want them to be crispy on the outside but remain fluffy inside. For seasoning, again, we want to keep the flavors, so I'm using some black pepper and paprika, and I've added thyme to this dish. I love using these similar spices because the flavors complement each other. So we're keeping it simple with the flavors, and I mean, you can have them plain as well if you don't like to flavor them a lot. But I tend to quite like my potatoes with seasonings. And once the seasonings are in, I make sure everything is evenly coated by shaking until the seasoning are spread all across the potatoes evenly, as you can see in the video. And again, these are going to the other side of the air fryer. Bit of fry light at the base and a bit more fry light on top so the potatoes do not come out dry. So these are going to cook at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. They need a little bit longer. It depends on the portion size that you're cooking, but they will need a bit longer than your salmon. But the lovely thing is, if you've got a dual basket air fryer, one is cooking on the other side and the other one on the other side. Now let's get to the coleslaw. Pretty simple, being very realistic because when it's been busy, you do not have time to start making coleslaw from scratch. I've got some apples for crunchiness, grapes for a bit of sweetness, and some bell peppers. And mixing everything together. I also had a bit of leftover spinach, and that gave the coleslaw a bit of green. Now, this coleslaw instantly felt more homemade and more nutritious. Mixed everything together, and honestly, this process doesn't take long. This meal came out really, really well. The salmon was flaky, It was flaky, it was juicy, it was crispy. The potatoes were fluffy on the inside, crispy on the outside. Really, really great. Coleslaw was perfect. The meal was balanced. You've got your protein, your carbs, and your fresh veg. It didn't take hours. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you tune in for the next one. Thank you.